Nollywood actor Chinwetalu arrested for asking Southeasterners to join Ipob, Nigerian Army. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Nigerian Army has confirmed the arrest of veteran Nollywood actor Chinwetalu, saying he was arrested for promoting the cause of the secessionist group Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, by wearing the Biafran regalia. In a statement signed by Onyema Nwachukwu, the Army spokesperson, Agu was picked up for questioning while asking Southeasterners to join Ipob, the prescribed group. The Army said troops of the Nigerian Army have arrested one Chinwetalu while inciting members of the public and soliciting for support in the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob. Dressed in a very well-known attire of the proscribed group, Chinwetalu was picked up for questioning while inciting members of the public to join the proscribed group, though he attempted putting up some resistance when troops made effort to take him into custody. He was not assaulted or subjected to brutalization. While the Army recognized the inalienable rights of a citizenry to freedom of movement and expression as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is apparently a violation for any individual or group to incite the public to cause mayhem or breakdown of law and order. It is therefore pertinent to state that while exercising such freedoms, it must be done within the confines of a law, bearing in mind the imperative for peace and national security. For the avoidance of doubt and emphasis, Ipob remains prescribed. Therefore, any individual or group seen to be projecting and adverting the cause of the activities of a group is viewed as brazenly challenging the constitutionality of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. More worrisome was the fact that, considering the prevailing security situation of the region, coupled with the ongoing Exercise Golden Dawn, his action could be a tacit endorsement and support for the proscribed group. We have all witnessed the activities of a group take a violent dimension in recent times. Chinwetalu has clearly demonstrated uncharitable disposition to negate peace and security in the region. Hence, he is taken into custody for preliminary investigation. It is important to once again place on record that the allegation that he was brutalized is false and should be disregarded accordingly. While the NA will not allow Ipob and its sponsors to hold the region captive and allow the security situation to degenerate, it is instructive to restate the national interests, supersede any parochial consideration. Individual groups who found the embers of violence are one to desist or face consequences of their actions. The ongoing exercises are on course and will rid the region of all forms of regionality. Wonderful. Why it is not to be said that yes, nobody should not support whichever group you're supporting, the Biafran nation, the Yoruba nation. Why it is said nobody is saying that you should not support them, but what they're saying rather is this particular time nobody is saying don't support any group. But the thing is, with this particular state of emergency and the Operation Golden Dawn going in the east by the military, it is better to stay safe. You can support them, yes, but don't do what is going to incite people. At the end of the day, it will not be a good news. It will not be good news. It is like you know that this situation is dangerous and you go, nobody is saying, I'm not saying don't support. If you want to stand with them, fine. If you want to support them, fine. But there are times when you do so diplomatically, especially in times like this when such operations are going on. According to the news, they said he wore it to Onitsha. In Anambra State, as we speak, a state of emergency has already been declared. Until it is called off, we do not know how long it is going to take. Now, I am thinking it is because of the coming up Anambra elections, which is coming, I think it's coming up, I don't think in November 6th or thereabouts. Okay, fine. There has already been a state of emergency. And you coming out openly to wear the attire, you should just, it is just a thing of the time. Like it is not, how am I going to put it right now? It's not a thing that will last forever. This state of emergency is going to be called off. So you can just calm down and quiet down things, because at the end of the day, if if the situation turns out gory or turned out raising a riot, people will lose their lives. That is just the truth. People will lose their lives. And of course, why many are going to sit down in their houses and praise you, many will sit down in their houses, many will come online and rage and rant and pour out their mind and express their opinions or will support you. Some will still tell you, this matter right now, you should have calmed down. The thing is, at the end of the day, most people that will be cheering you from their homes, from the comfort of their homes. They'll be cheering you from there. So nobody is saying do not support this group. Nobody is saying do not support. But if you are supporting them, please be very diplomatic, especially when it is that the military are all over the place. You just calm down. You calm down and do whatever you are doing diplomatically. In fact, they are supposed to be so calm now. So calm, so that it will be that, yes, they are really, really peace-loving people. Please. You doing this, just imagine that you did this and there was riots, and at the end of the day, there was a fallout between the military officers and a fallout between the youth. What would then happen? Yes, the story will take a new turn. It will be that you led those youths to them. And it will be that you led those youths to their death. The story will take a new turn and you will not like it. Please let us be yes, we want to support them. We want to support this group and that group. Please do so diplomatically, as things are not level right now. There is a lot of tension outside. So you don't get caught in the heat of the tension. Please. Now, except that the information we are getting is not in any way right. If he was manhandled and if he was brutalized or if he was dehumanized, then of course those involved should be questioned. Their actions should be questioned, and of course they should be disciplined. On no account will you it doesn't mean it has not gotten to the point of you dehumanizing. Please, if indeed at the end of the day, fine, he wore this particular attire and you ask him to follow you, and there was no need for dehumanization or flaunting your skills, which of course the people who need these skills are the real enemies, are the people terrorizing us, right? Not flaunting them on civilians, harmless civilians. It is not right. If at the end of the day it is found out that this particular man was dehumanized and the story does not go as the Nigerian army reports it, then it is wrong in all totality. You don't infringe on people's human rights, especially, yes, there have been stories where the army they are kind of violent. There have been, of course, we even saw one, I think last month, where a serving corps was dehumanized by a Nigerian military personnel. So there have been stories like this. Let it not be that this is how the military are now. Let it not be. Let it not be. It should be a thing of, I talk to me, and you want me to follow you. Okay, what's my... In fact, these people, they don't even hear what is my... If you even start questioning them, what is my offense, before you know what is going on, if you're not careful enough, and if you do not have anybody you can call on, you are going to be in soup. So if this story takes the turn that it's what happened is not what the Nigerian army is saying, then please. He did wrong, yes, by wearing the attire while there was a state of emergency. Correct. But he also, two wrongs cannot make a right. He should have been dehumanized. You dehumanizing him will only fuel anything that is going on already. If they have been keeping calm since you came to the southeast or you came to Anambra State, it is going to fuel it up. If you want to, okay, fine. If you want to take him, take him. But if you want to now drag him, dehumanize him, or beat him, as the first information we got, we heard that he was and of course, It is you're in no position to do that. Exactly. This person is a civilian that is harmless. He's not carrying a gun or a knife, like I said in the other information that got to us. He's not carrying a gun or a knife. He's not posing any danger. It is only when he comes out with a gun that I can say, okay, fine. A gun was in his possession and he was using it to threaten people, and So what is really going on? Let us hope that he was not demonized, and let us also hope that he is released on time, because keeping him in custody too will fuel agitations, and of course it will fuel agitations in the very wrong manner. These people will not agitate for it. Will not be a very peaceful agitation again. Everything that is being done and is done against these people, and if it is not properly, how am I going to put it now? If it's not civil and it is not legal and it is not right, it sparks up agitations the more. And both the Nigerian government and the Southeasterners themselves, the reactions, they would not like it. They will not like it. Please, the Nigerian army should please resist from using their skills or flaunting their skills on civilians. Then, if you're a civilian and something they have declared a state of emergency, something like this has happened, and you're supporting any group at all, and the government is against it, the thing is just remain calm. It will save us a lot of blood spillage, and this incident wouldn't be happening. So we'll find out more information, then we're going to get back to you on this matter. Then we'll know what really happened. On this note, we have come to the end of the news.